Hey, welcome back to On the Porch. I'm Todd, joined by my friend Ken. Ken, it's good to have you here.
Yeah, but it's good to be here. It's always better to be seen than viewed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But man, we got an incredible show for you
Yeah.
tonight.
Was it? Okay. Do you have any surprises? I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for you to stump me on
Well, today
what
we're
you've
going to
been
talk
watching this
about
week.
why people have trouble recognizing groups of numbers larger than four. So,
Groups of numbers
yeah.
larger than four.
I watched this. Oh my god, my hair is going crazy. But anyway, me and Holly watched this interesting YouTube video, and I'm the one that picked it. But it talks about how when they just show you quantities of things,
Mm-hmm.
you can get 1, 2, 3, 4 easy. 5 and 6, some people can get faster than others. 7 or 8, some more drop off, and then more than that, it's hard for people just to see a group and get an accurate count. And apparently it's common among like all animals that they can instinctually, recognize 4. So
Really?
yeah,
I would think that groups of 5 might, I don't know.
yeah,
I guess 4 is a good, easy to pair them together.
yeah, yeah. But it was things. It was things like if you saw 9 of something and 10 of something, you could distinguish the difference, even though there's just one. But if you showed 99 of something and 100, even though the difference is still 1, people have harder just glancing and seeing which one is more or less.
Man, I tell you what, somebody to figure all that out, somebody's completely out of something to do. As far as I'm concerned. I mean, you spend all that all those brain cells on accomplishing something.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Well,
I guess somebody's got to get paid to do nothing.
yeah. Then I saw another video on names for colors, and apparently in languages, colors get names in the same order. It's always black, white, and red. Those are always the first 3 colors to get names in languages.
Really?
Yep.
Black, white, and red.
Mm-hmm. Black and white's pretty easy, but red,
Mm-hmm.
they think it's because it's the color of blood, so they see it more. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that was an interesting show.
Yeah. I'll send it to you, Ken, for your
Okay.
for your insomnia. So
Yeah. I watch that in my spare time. That's the thing that gets me, man. I start watching stuff get on that in that YouTube rabbit hole.
yeah.
And it's what do we do before YouTube, man?
I don't know. I watched another theory video. Well, it's not a theory video, but some guy pointed out the fact that the movie The Goonies, you remember The Goonies?
Mm-hmm.
It happened the same day as the movie Back to the Future. Same day and year.
What do you mean it happened? It came out?
No. Like the story, the fictional story happened on the same day, on the same year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They, of course, I can't remember the exact date, but Back to the Future had the date right there and everything. And then you had to use a newspaper article and some references to what day of the week it was in Goonies, and you end up on the same day. So,
well, I'll be darned. How about that? Man, you're just you're like me, man. You're
full of uselessness.
Yeah, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're just together. We're just full of useless information.
Yeah.
But I think you got more useful information than I do.
I don't know about that. So, but I hadn't watched any of the real heavy science stuff yet, so I'm kind of at a loss on that. But
okay,
yeah.
Well, I had enough of that whenever I was in school.
Oh yeah,
the science stuff. I'm still trying to learn this technology. I was just on that. I mean, when I was in college, we had DOS. You know what DOS is?
Yeah.
The screens was black and
green letters
with letters, or you could get fancy and switch it around where you had the green background and black letters.
Oh, wow.
That was your options.
Yeah. Yeah. Would it say anything about your personality if you switched them?
No, I just always kept black. That was kind of
So are you
easier. easier to
Nowadays,
read.
are you a dark mode guy or a light mode on your computers and phones and stuff?
Dark mode.
Me too. Me too.
Dark mode.
I can't hardly see that bright mode stuff.
Yeah, I squint enough as it is. I don't need anything else helping me to squint.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. You guys a dark mode or a light mode users on your phones and computers and stuff?
Yeah, they're yeah. Doug says he doesn't do math.
Yeah, Doug doesn't do math.
Me neither, buddy.
Yeah.
I hold these 10 fingers up, and other than that, I pull out the computer, the calculator.
Yeah. Well, you saw that one of the new additions to the new iPad software coming out is the iPad is finally getting its own calculator. So.
Is it?
Yep. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark
It's
mode.
like Arnie's dark mode.
What does that mean? It's getting its own calculator. Is there not a calculator on it?
There's not a built, like your phone has a built-in calculator. It's already on there. The iPad doesn't have one.
Oh, really?
So, something about Steve Jobs. You can download a calculator app, but for some reason it was a thing. Steve Jobs didn't want a calculator on it or something. But Doug, he's all about the light mode.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm dark mode here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like it makes the other colors pop a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. But it's just, well, Ken, we're going to have to do a big transition here because you showed me something before we hopped on and you wanted to tell me the story and you're like, we got to wait. So let's get into that. What did you run into this afternoon?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And why will Mary kill you at the end of the day?
Man, I don't know if we should talk about that on here. We're liable to get hate mail, man.
Nah, we won't get hate mail.
All right. Well, you mean to show it?
Yeah, show it and then tell us how you acquired it. How about that? Oh my goodness.
See it?
Yeah.
Wait,
come the other direction. There you go.
There you go. It's a rattlesnake. It's 11 rattles on it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Almost stepped. Yeah, a big one, man. I almost stepped on it. I was down there in Pall Mall. Or my son's got some property down there. I'd go down there and check on it.
Uh-huh.
I was walking around by the pond, man, and it was just laying there, and then it started rattling, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yep.
There's a lot of those snakes down there.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to make him I'm going to be taking up leather crafting. I got to find me somebody to help me, but I was, I can't tell you what I'm going to do with it because then he might be watching. But anyways, I'm going to make a belt and.
Yeah. Well, tell us where it is now and why Mary might kill you. Why we're here live on YouTube.
I got home. That's why I was a little late getting here because I got home and I was going to tell her, but I looked out and she was easing off on the pontoon boat and it was late, so I didn't. But it's in the freezer because you can. I got to find out how you dry them out and everything, but because I'm new at that, but you can. The guy actually, I ran into him down there, and he said, "Yeah, man, you can dry it out yourself." And he said, "Take it home, put it in the freezer, and it'll keep." So I had it in like plastic sacks. And got home and put it in freezer bags. I put in double freezer bags.
Yeah,
it was a big one, man. It's about 4 foot long.
Oh goodness,
big, yeah.
Now let me ask you this:
but if I didn't do away with it, man, that'd be the one that'd come back and bite me.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of copperheads and rattlesnakes down there. Because there's some rock bluffs, limestone bluffs. He has a pond down there, and there's limestone bluffs right next to it. So that's like the perfect scenario. They got water and bluffs to hide in, so they're,
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this: how did you send him to the big rock bluffs in the sky?
Oh, I had my pistol in my back.
Oh, you did?
I let him have it.
Okay. All right.
And I'm not a hunter, man. Don't get me wrong, man. Yeah. Don't even. Is anybody saying this? Is anybody saying anything?
No. Doug's wanting you to make boots. So
Um,
I don't
well,
think I don't think he's got enough for boots unless you're gonna make kid boots.
no, it's pretty big. No, I'm thinking, make some medallions or something to put on the
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah.
Because I was going to put Smith on the back of it,
Mm-hmm.
and you put like some medallions, some snakeskin medallions, or maybe a belt buckle. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be something you wear every day. It'd just be.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had your pistol. I didn't know maybe you reached down and grabbed him and
Oh no, no,
stretched him
I
out
would
like they did in the cartoons, and
no. No, down there you have to
yeah,
for the snakes, but
yeah,
uh, a big one like that and it's rattling at you, and
yeah. It's not gonna be scared to get you.
I didn't have a choice to, that's too dangerous.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I'm not a hunter or anything. I don't, I did whenever I was young, but I quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
I love animals. I have dogs, and I love all kind of animals, man. But I just in snakes, I don't mind if as long as they're not rattleheads,
Rattleheads.
rattlesnakes or copperheads.
Is that a snake slur that you're?
I guess rattlehead.
Rattlehead. You offended all the snake population by calling them rattleheads.
But there's a big old snake in there in the freezer right now, man.
I always heard rattlesnake was good to eat. I've never tried it.
Yeah, I won't be eating it. Not till things will have to get a lot tougher than they are right now before I eat a snake, man. They say, and they said, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Why not just eat chicken if that's available?
I tell you, frog legs are the thing that tastes the most like chicken, and I have no idea why.
They do taste like chicken.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't eaten that since I was a teenager. No, early 20s.
Oh man, yeah.
Frog legs.
Yeah,
they're popular a lot of places.
Yeah, they're popular around here. Some good fashion fried frog legs. They're wonderful.
You get some frog legs and catfish.
Yeah. A lot. When Holly has family that comes in from Southern California to visit, we go down to Lambert's, and I'll get the frog legs just so they can try them too. Because none of them will order frog legs on their own because they do look funny. They look like frog legs on your plate. So I'll get them and eat them and let them try them. And everybody always likes them, but it's always like one of those things that it's like, oh, this is good, but I'll probably never eat it again, kind of thing. Arnie says rattlesnake, they've had it, and it does taste like chicken.
Is that you, Arnie, or Doug?
Chicken.
Doug, who is that had the rattlesnake?
Yeah, probably Arnie and Doug. So.
Yeah. I'm not I won't be eating a snake.
Yeah.
I'll have to be. I won't say I won't, but I'll have to be hungry.
Yeah.
McDonald's will have to go on strike. Now I don't eat at McDonald's, but I'd go there before I'd eat a rattlesnake.
Yeah. Our church, my mom and dad's church, for several years in a row used to do this wild game supper kind of thing. And we would go to it every once in a while. And I tried all kinds of different animals that you normally wouldn't eat, Yeah, like I've had beaver. It's okay. I've had raccoon. It's not that great. It's too greasy. Raccoon is very greasy. And possum's the same way. I couldn't tell the difference between possum and raccoon, but both were so greasy it was gross.
Man, raccoons are so cute though, man.
That's how they growl at you and run for your bare leg.
Good. The mailman gets attacked by a rabid raccoon.
Yeah. But
yeah, man. So that's what happened there. And then on the way back, I didn't send you this picture
okay.
Or already sent you a bunch of pictures. Let me see. I'm gonna put it up here and see if you can see it. Because his pond is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was headed to the pond. I'm going to put this up here and see if you can see it.
Okay. Ooh, that's an alligator snapper. Yeah.
It's a big one too, man. That was it's bigger than my hat. So
yeah.
I mean, he's not as ferocious as that one that you was handling.
No. Well,
the one that you picked up barehanded.
I don't know why you didn't pick that one up barehanded. That way we could be equal in that.
Nope. I was already late getting back because
Oh yeah,
dealing with that snake down there,
yeah, yeah.
But I guess I'm assuming he went on, jumped in that pond.
You're probably thankful you got rid of that snake.
That's probably what happens to his catfish in there because he's,
Yeah.
they keep it it's not a very big pond to begin with, but I guess maybe snapping turtles eat catfish. I don't know.
Yeah. Here, Doug. Doug says he'll pass. He'll stick to his top 5: turkey, pig, cow, chicken, shrimp.
Top 5.
Top
My
5.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turkey, pig, cow, chicken, shrimp. There you go.
Yeah. I don't have any quarrels with any of those things.
Nope, me neither, buddy.
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah. I throw in all kinds of fish. I haven't found a fish I ain't liked yet. So, except blowfish. I'm not going to try blowfish because if that's prepared wrong, you can die.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See, why even do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have a big fish fry up here, and it's really good. And I tell you, it's at the American Legion. The second Saturday, they have a fish fry from like noon to 6, and it is so good, man. Those old dudes know how to cook catfish.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not like greasy and all that, and it is really good. Whatever they bread it with, they put just enough little spice on it where it's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the third Saturday, they do a roasted chicken, which to me is like fried chicken, but I don't really know what roasted is exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But both of them are really good.
Yeah. Like Taylor's one of her favorite foods is fried catfish. In fact, we'll go out to a restaurant if they had fried catfish. She's getting it. There's a catfish breading called Andy's.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's kind of got a good, like almost, I don't know if it's like cornbread or whatever, but it's got just a little bit, a hint of spice in it. It's not like a hot spicy, but it's more than just plain.
Yeah.
And it's real good stuff. You can get it at Sam's around here. So.
Man, I like spice on the catfish like that.
Yeah.
Nashville, they hot chicken is a big thing in Nashville.
Yeah.
That's where it originated from. And Nashville Hot Chicken, I don't know if anybody's ever probably heard of that. But there's a couple places there. It's been there before Nashville got popular, and they're still there, and they're just like cinder block buildings, both of them. They're on opposite sides of town. But one's downtown, and that one's kind of just a little bit outside of town. But it's really good. They do catfish.
Yeah.
And you go there and get a big catfish sandwich. You get that
good.
chicken, but you also get the catfish sandwich, and they'll lay it out there. Man, they even got they do a BLT catfish sandwich.
Oh, really?
It was amazing.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, they put bacon on there, the catfish, and then the tomato on top. And the catfish is spicy. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a Nashville thing.
How did Nashville Hot Chicken start? Did just the restaurant started it and it just kind of took off?
Well, no, Hattie B. Hattie B's is a popular one there, but it's turned really commercial. They sold out, man. It just got really popular, and so now it's like you're going in just any old commercial fast food place, sort of. But the thing is, there was a lady. Her husband had laid out drinking all night, and so the next day, whenever she cooked him lunch, excuse me, she fried chicken and she spiced it up like really hot. Whatever she put in there, really, really hot. She meant to just set him on fire to get back at him.
Yeah.
But he liked it. So it became a thing,
Yeah.
Apparently she didn't make it hot enough where it would just melt his lips.
Yeah.
But it was just hot enough where he liked it. That's how it got started. And that was years ago. And I don't know what decade that was in, but it's been a while because Nashville Hot Chicken, those two places there, I was talking about, they've been there since I was a kid.
Well, it seems like a lot of good Southern things start out of spite. So,
right, I guess so. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now I've had the Kentucky Fried Chicken version of Nashville Hot. Is that a good representation?
No,
no,
not really. It's a good representation of like Hattie B's, and there's people that live in Nashville still that will, they'd hit me in the nose if I told them
Yeah.
Hattie is not is I don't like it anymore. But it
Yeah.
hasn't got voted number one. Prince's Hot Chicken
Uh-huh.
was the original.
Yeah.
PRINCE''.
Okay.
They were the original. That was Granny Prince or somebody, whatever her name was. She's the one that tried to get back at her husband, and it's been around a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. But I know um like this we always St. Louis foods, you know, we invented toasted raviolis and ooey gooey butter cake, so we got that going for us around here. So
Toasted raviolis.
yeah.
Is that what you
That's
got
what
me? Some,
yeah,
you bought me some of those,
yeah,
didn't
I
you?
got you that Emo's pizza, that St. Louis style pizza
Yeah.
with that
Mm-hmm.
Provel cheese,
Yeah.
toasted raviolis. It's good stuff.
Man, that was good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Next time you come by this way, I'll have to get you an ooey gooey butter cake.
Where do you get that from? Who makes that?
There's several places that make it. Like, we got bakeries around here, but it was like a mistake that a baker in St. Louis made. They added something or too much of something to a cake or something, and
Right.
it turned out to be a wonderful mistake kind of thing.
Well, the name of it, ooey gooey.
Mm-hmm.
That puts one thought in your head, and then butter cake. It's like, oh, that's got to be good.
Yeah.
There's no way that can't be good.
You can get them where you can feel your blood sugar rising in your arms. You know,
Yeah.
those they're not. I don't know I don't think they're meant to be that sweet, but I've had a few that are that sweet. But I've had a few that aren't. In fact, the local bakery here in the fall. Oh yeah, Holly just put it up here. We have a place called My Daddy's Cheesecake, and they make a pumpkin spice ooey gooey butter cake, which is an ooey gooey butter cake with like a layer of pumpkin stuff on it. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it is to absolutely die for. It was so good.
Man, I bet it. Man, that sounds good.
Yeah.
That'd be great in the fall, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it is. And the flavor of the ooey gooey butter cake is like a vanilla butter flavor. It's not a complicated flavor at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And then of course people make it, add flavors to it and things. So yeah. And
So, is it a thick cake, like a tall cake, or
it's
like
it's
a
thicker
slice?
it's thicker on the edges, and then it kind of gets thin in the middle, where kind of like the buttery stuff is.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it is. It is. It's a good cake.
Brenda, I'm one with all things.
Yeah,
Me too, Brenda.
yeah. I dig it too myself.
And Arnie loves everything pumpkin for sure.
Yeah. The other thing St. Louis foods is popular for is head cheese sandwiches. So,
No, sir. If that's the head cheese, I know.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what head cheese is?
Oh yeah, yeah. But there's like real like almost like 5-star Michelin style restaurants that in St. Louis that will serve like head cheese dishes and weird stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's also places that serve snails and bugs, and I'm not eating them either. But tell everybody what head cheese is, man, because some people probably don't know.
Yeah. Well, best of my knowledge, isn't it just kind of like all the leftover parts from everything?
I think so, man.
Yeah.
Everything is left over. They put it in the grinder and grind it up, boil it, and melt it down, and put it back in. Cheese, or is it cheese or meat? They put it in.
I think it's more of a meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more of a meat, but
yeah, I remember my dad used to eat that, and I'm like, no, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
That and brown swagger, you can have both of them. So
I don't know what brown swagger is.
Oh boy,
what is that?
It's like I don't want. It's. I think it's akin to a bologna. So yeah, don't bother. It's nasty. It is nasty.
What's nasty? What's he talking about?
The brown swagger. Let me look it up. Make sure I don't get it. And it's spelled funny too. So it's going to take me a minute to find it because I don't know how to spell it. And probably Holly's typing out what it is right now. And it's I think it's almost like a German spelled. There it is. Yeah, here it is. Brown swagger. Yep, it's German. It's a sausage made from ground pork livers and pork scraps.
Mm-mm.
So
I don't do organs or any of that.
Yeah.
And when I was young, I ate chicken livers and all that.
Oh yeah, fried chicken livers are good. Hey, Edna, I'll be starting a Christmas clatter on the 24th of July on Wednesdays. So yeah, but yeah. Now I still do like fried chicken livers. Like I won't eat like gobs and gobs of them, but 4 or 5 or 6 are pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
Not even. I mean, I could if I had to, but as long as I have choices,
Yeah.
I won't be eating livers.
Yeah.
I mean, just knowing what a liver does.
Yeah.
It cleanses.
Yeah.
It cleanses things, man.
Yeah. 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 Ken's Christmas is the North Pole News Dispatch. The North Pole News Dispatch.
But I really don't. I hadn't got into YouTube yet. I have a YouTube, and I have a YouTube channel, but I just did it to start one for North Pole News Dispatch. There's 3 or 4 little recordings on there, but no video. All mine is on podcasts, just audio podcasts, just wherever you listen to a podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm planning on Todd's helping me get up to speed on this YouTube video stuff. So hopefully one day I can be like a little birdie and take off and fly and do my own thing on YouTube. Yeah. I got a ways to go though. This is my new camera. I got
looking good.
I had been using my phone
Mm-hmm.
and as a camera, and it was working pretty good, but it just quit working. It quit talking to my computer.
Yeah.
So now I got the camera that Todd told me to buy. Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. But so I just, whenever something don't work or I need something, Todd just sends me a link and I order it right away. I don't even, I don't do comparisons, man. I used to try to figure that out, but I've got enough to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you need someone to spend your money, just give me a call and I will help you spend it.
That's right. I'm sure. But I always say, when I tell my wife what I'm doing, I always say, Todd said, I throw that in there first. So she don't just think it's me. So Todd said, I really need this right here.
My wife does that with her mom. Holly will tell her mom something and her mom won't believe her. And then she'll just say, I said it. And then all of a sudden she believes her.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
So, yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we had a new pastor come down to our church, and he was from northern Illinois, up around like the Des Moines, Iowa area, but over in Illinois. And we came down, and we were going to have a kettle beef dinner, and he had no idea what kettle beef was. And it's like, how can you function without kettle beef in your life,
Kettle beef, what is that?
Oh, man. Ken, I got to take your Southern card away from you.
Dude, that must be Midwestern, dude.
No, it's not Midwestern. It's not Midwestern. It's Southern. It's chunks of beef and brown gravy. That's what it is. So.
Well, I've had that, but I never called it kettle beef.
What do you call it?
Chunks of meat with gravy. Meat with gravy.
Yeah.
Meat with gravy and taters. That's about what we call it.
Yeah. What you do is you take mashed potatoes, put them on your plate, take the ladle with the chunks of meat and the brown gravy and put it over your mashed potatoes.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but.
Yep.
Arnie's wanting to know what camera I recommended. That's the Elgato face cam that he's got.
And Arnie, this is the thing, man. I should have got a face cam a long time ago, or a different camera of some sort. And Todd's breaking me in easy, because this was for the price point, it does good. Yeah. It does great. The only thing is the software it has adjustments, but it doesn't have a whole lot of adjustments. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of looking washed out a little bit. I don't really like that, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
If it's before I start doing my own thing, I may invest in a real camera.
Yeah. Yeah. It may
later on.
Yeah. He's just got the regular face cam. It may be worth the extra, $40 or $50 to bump up to the Mark II, which is the newer one. It may be a little bit easier to dial in.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if it just had more like some filters or
Mm-hmm.
something where I
Yeah.
could knock the white off my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Give you a little bit more control on it. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
But other than that, man, it's easy to operate in and do it.
Yeah.
But I should have done this a long time ago. But I'm just I don't I don't spend money if I don't have to.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, I spend money when I don't have to and don't have it. Both.
Well,
No, but
I've been married to a banker for 36 years, so it's like the way we do it. Anything over $100, I have to get permission.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm good. So that's why I try to buy things just $95 and under.
Yeah. Yeah. Arnie's looking at Arnie, we'll be giving you guys a call here in a little while. We can talk about cameras then if you want. Fortunately, I know more than I care to because I went eyeball deep into trying to get the right camera and bought a nice expensive one and sold it and bought another one I'm using now and simplify life. But
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
that's why this face cam, man, is so much easier than
yeah.
I was having my phone. I had to have a separate program that would allow it to be
Mhm.
used as a camera, and I think that's where it was because it was working fine until I upgrade. They had a new version come out,
Yeah.
an upgrade or not upgrade. What's it called?
Update.
New update,
Yeah.
and I updated it, and immediately the next time I used it was on the show last week, and it froze up.
Yeah.
And we tried it again, and it froze up again.
Yeah,
So
we tried it again this morning, and we got together early this morning to kind of roll through some stuff, make sure we had the camera
mhm.
lined up, and like let's try that camo, and it was within 10 seconds of you opening up, but you froze.
Yeah,
But,
so I don't know. I know a lot of times when you update things, it takes a little while for them to
yeah,
get the bugs out, but
yeah,
that's unacceptable,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I can't do that.
Yeah. Camo's been a great app for a long time. You
Mhm.
know,
And it could be it could be my computer, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
'Cause I just run it all off the MacBook Air,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's
it's
kind of
just,
getting full probably.
yeah. They tend to do that. They tend to get full real fast.
Mhm.
Different junk. You gotta keep
Well, I've had
cleaning
it
up.
about 3 years,
Oh yeah,
I think.
just might need to purge some stuff off of it,
Yeah.
clean it up a little bit.
Well, Mary Todd said I need a new computer.
Yeah,
So.
there you go. And I gave you recommendations for those
Good
last
on
week
Todd.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure
when I
did.
come to your house next month, Mary's gonna walk up to me and just slap me across the face.
She would, man. Nah. No, I'm married to a good one, man.
Yeah, she's good one.
She cuts me a lot of slack.
Yeah. Well, I'm having Holly bring her an apple pie, so that'll help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dad can't wait for that, buddy.
yeah. Apple pie
Cook
makes
some,
things better.
I cooked more tri-tip the other day. We had some folks over and cooked two
Uh-huh.
tri-tips. Cook them just like I would a brisket, but it only takes about an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, it is so good, man. Slice it, and you can make sandwiches or whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah.
That's kind of my new favorite thing to cook right now because it's so
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
and fast. You got to have all day to cook some things.
Yeah. I like the fast. I'm not a very patient cook anyway, so
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You're right, Holly. Mary is the best,
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely.
She's put up with me for a long time. Saved my life at least twice, maybe three.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we talked about that before.
Yeah. Well, another quick pivot here. If is that date locked in for that guest we were talking about?
I think so. He told I hadn't heard. Let me check.
Okay. I don't want
Let
to
me
jump the
check. See if
gun
he's.
just in case.
But I think so because he's the one that threw that date out there. Because the
Mm-hmm.
one we were talking about, he said uh, he may have something to do that night. He said, "How about the 28th?"
Okay.
And he suggested, and then I confirmed with you, and so
Yeah. Well,
I'm
those
assuming it's good to go.
yeah. Yeah. On the 28th of July, we'll have our very first guest on the episode as of it stands right now. So, things are subject to change. And be one of Ken's friends, and we're going to get into the monkeys, eyeball deep with the monkeys.
Yes.
and with him and talk about that, and that's gonna be great. You know, so
Buddy Craig Murphy's his name. He
okay,
knows everything about the monkeys. I mean, I don't know how many times. I'm sure he knows
uh-huh.
how many times he's seen the monkeys, and we'll get him to talk all about
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, we will.
when he comes in.
Yeah, it'll be it'd be it'd be cool to have him here. Yeah, Holly likes to marinate tri-tip in Lowry's meat marinade and grill it so tender.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now the way I do tri-tip holly is I I do a salt brine for about 15 minutes while the coals are heating up, while they're getting to the right temperature, and then rinse that off, and then I put Worcestershire sauce on it. That's what I do with brisket, and then salt and pepper, 2
Mm-hmm.
parts pepper to 1 part salt, put on there, and I also tenderize it. I got this thing it's supposed to use to tenderize it. It pokes holes in it,
Mm-hmm.
but I just grab a fork and put a bunch of holes in it,
Yeah.
tenderize it even more, and then just cook it to like low heat, like 240, 250, until it gets to about 110 degrees, and then I light another grill and have it just screaming hot, and I put it over there and sear it on all sides, and then put it back on the other low temp grill to bring it up to like 135, sometimes 140. Some people say that's too high, but anyway, that's the way I do it.
Yeah. Man, got me hungry, and I just ate supper. So.
Well, it's good, man. And
Yeah.
like tri-tip for breakfast, tri-tip little slices of tri-tip on biscuits. Oh, it's so good, man, for
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah. It
Yep.
definitely is. Oh, Doug's saying, yep. Tri-tip is delish.
Yeah, man. Tri-tip out there on the West Coast, it's been around forever and
Mm-hmm.
really popular. But see here, even in Nashville, it wasn't popular. Now that people's moved to Nashville, it's gotten more popular. But I had to. We have a little market up here, a little grocery store, and I got the butcher to. I asked him, I said, "Man, you ever get tri-tips in?" He said, "Well, you tried it once before getting them in, and nobody bought them because they didn't know what it was up here."
Mm-hmm.
And what happens, I understand, is the tri-tip at places like this and other places where it's not known what it is, they grind it up, and I guess it's ground chuck. They turn it in, and they can get more per pound
Mm-hmm.
out of that than they can just a regular tri-tip. So that's what it, and that's a shame, man, because that is, it's so good.
Yeah.
But he started carrying them. He said, well, uh, I'll order them again because I said, yeah, man, there's a lot of people's moved up here from out of
Mm-hmm.
state, west, and it's been a pretty good item for them
Oh,
at the
good.
local store. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that worked out good.
Yeah. Our little town doesn't have a grocery store right now. We had one forever. Sometimes we had two, and then the last one shut down, and we're just stuck with that one. We got a Dollar General, but you can't get a full set of groceries there. You have to go all the way
Right.
to Walmart up in the next town, next town up, to do anything. So
Yeah.
kinda
Yeah. Well, this little grocery store is about 20 minutes away. It's
yeah.
not in Jamestown. It's just out another little town called Allert,
Mhm.
and that's where they have the big pumpkin festival every year,
Okay.
every
Yeah.
fall. That's great, man.
Yeah.
If anybody's ever coming to Tennessee, you need to come here in the fall and go. That's probably the biggest pumpkin festival in the state. Anyway, they grow those big giant 1,800, 2,000 pound pumpkins
Oh wow.
and big 500-pound watermelons. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Those guys, even the
Yeah.
old guys, use the technology, man. They'll grow them.
To grow
They
'em.
grow them on scales,
Mhm.
and they'll keep up with. I don't know if you want to hear about this or not, but
Oh yeah. I
but
don't even
they'll.
know how they got them that big. I know it was something.
Oh, it's so technical, man. They have. They've got a program, just a computer program that runs 24/7, and whatever they do to the pumpkin, like if they, I don't know, I'm just gonna make up something.
Mhm.
If they gave it 20 ounces of water today, and it gains, a pound a day, then they're going to give it 20 ounces again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they'll keep trying things because every pumpkin reacts a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever they feed it or whatever, they keep up because, like I said, it's on a big scale. They grow them on scales, and so they can keep up with the growth and know if what they're doing is working or not working, and if they're on pace to have a prize winning pumpkin. Yeah, I talked to those guys. I did a podcast on that. On Faces to Places.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. Did they do the chunkin' pumpkins there too?
No, I wish they did, man. I've always wanted to go see that.
Yeah.
But
it's probably in Ohio somewhere.
That seems like that would be a beer drinking event, but I don't know.
I bet it is. I mean,
I don't drink, so I just have some coffee. I still like to watch them though.
Yeah, a bunch of rednecks and slingshot or not slingshots, catapults, just launching pumpkins as far as they can.
Hey, watch this. That'd be the ultimate.
Yeah.
No, hey, watch this and what I can do.
Yeah. I guess they're actually not catapults. There's an actual name for them. So there's something different because they're more counter weighted. I forget what it is, but it's crazy.
Well, they shoot them both ways out of cannons, and then also with those things like they used to, like back in the Roman days, they'd sling those big rocks into the castle.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot what those are called. Some fancy word I can't remember. So, yeah, Half Moon Bay. Yeah, Chunkin' Pumpkin. Yeah, that's what it's called. Chunkin' Pumpkin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, they had that. It got started. Well, I guess it got started, but the first time I ever saw it was on TV.
Yeah, that's the first time I seen it, like Discovery Channel or something like that.
Yes, that's exactly pumpkin chunking.
Yeah,
and I'd like to go see that, but I know they do it somewhere up in New York because Sue and Herb of Sue and Herb's Pandemic. I know they talked about going there.
Yeah,
but
great.
I don't think they do that anywhere in Tennessee. I haven't heard if they do.
They don't have any fields flat and straight enough.
Yeah.
So, I said they probably do it in Ohio. It sounds like an Ohio thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It just does. It just sounds like an Ohio thing.
Man, did you do anything for the 4th of July?
We had some family over and did some fireworks stuff and ate some food, but nothing like super crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we went to the Deer Lodge.
Yeah.
4th of July parade. They have it's kind of like a festival and parade combined.
Uh-huh.
You can go there in the morning, and there's a Wiedemann Hotel. It's an old hotel. They fix breakfast for everybody. And you don't have to do this, but you can fix breakfast. And then they have there's like a little festival there where they have all the vendors and everything and the donuts. The Amish, it's a big Amish. A lot of Amish live out there.
Uh-huh.
So Amish are big into making these donuts.
Yeah. Trebuchet, that's it. That's what I was looking for.
Trebuchet. Man, that'd be a good name for a clone, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Trebuchet. That's a masculine clone right there, brother.
It'll stink and throw everybody off of you.
Oh boy. Trebuchet. Yeah. There you go, Arnie. Arnie, I like that.
Yeah.
But so is we gonna have picture time?
We got a slideshow going on up here.
I hope that projector operator's getting the hang of it.
I hope so too. I hope he is too. So let's see.
But there you go. And this is man, let me tell you, it's in Deer Lodge, Tennessee. And it's people come from everywhere to go to that, everywhere around. Okay, right there's a bald eagle. See that?
Yep.
Man, I kid you not, when the parade started, that thing was circling around.
Oh, that's cool.
Right over the top of us. Isn't that crazy?
That is good.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't zoom in. Can you see his tail? Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it's kind of wide. I don't think I can get in there tighter.
But yeah, man, the guy sitting next to me, he said, "Man, there's a bald eagle up here." And so I took a picture of it. And, that's you can see him right there. Well, can you go back or not?
Yeah, I can go back.
See, not that one, the next one.
Right
see above the flagpole?
Yep.
up in the sky. That was him. And then he circled around and came right over the top of us.
Oh, wow.
And that's when everybody was looking at the parade coming down the road, just started.
Uh-huh.
We're like, man, what are the chances of that?
Yeah, that is fantastic.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. And but yeah, so you move. I see that he got best dressed, I think,
I
man.
bet. That's
He,
cool.
he was. I know. Look at he was. Now this right here, I don't know if anybody's ever watched Andy Griffith.
Uh-huh.
When I saw them, I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys are doing well for as old as they are. Because when I was a kid, they was on the Andy Griffith show, and I think you got that picture that I sent you
Right there.
Yeah, see, there they are. Go back, man. There they are. See, they can't walk on the Andy Griffith show. They were walking, marching. They didn't got too old to walk, man. So they ride.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I wish we had a 4th of July parade around here, but I don't think they do anything like that.
Buddy, this is a good one, man. This is all American, man. There's nobody acts up. Everybody's polite, and it's just great. It's a great thing. Got a lot of horses and mules in there. Yeah. So over where the flagpole is, that's the area. Behind that is where the little festival is.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they had probably 30 vendors over there.
Oh,
between
wow.
Between the food and the, crafts and arts and crafts and stuff like that. Wow, that's where I was sitting. I was sitting right there on the edge of the road.
Yeah, good crowd of people.
And there's the Wiedemann Hotel right there.
Uh-huh.
And that's where you could eat breakfast.
Oh, wow.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Back through, so.
It's just a lot of, it's just it was great, man. And see, we've been, this is like our 3rd year in a row. We know what side of the street to sit on and where to sit so you can stay in the shade.
Yeah.
But they have, like I said, they have vendors, and what they do for lunch, they call it the world famous chicken dinner. And for lunch, they have a community center that was over there where I was saying the flagpole, and behind it was where the vendors were. Well, behind that is a little community center.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go there and get fried chicken and mashed potatoes for lunch if you want to. And then they have events that goes on all through the day. It ends about 6 p.m. But we didn't stay that late. We just went for the parade and walked around, got kettle corn, donuts, and came on home.
Yeah. Yeah, we just had our immediate family. All the kids were here, and my parents and Holly's mom and niece. And, and like I said, we just ate some food. And then when it got dark, we set off a few fireworks and just had a kind of a low-key 4th. But, but it was nice. We were tired. That's why we went low-key.
Yeah. Yeah. We went and saw fireworks the 4th of July. So it was what is today? Is today the 6th?
Or 7th? 7th. Yeah. Today's 7th.
Well, the day after the 4th of July, we went down to Forbes. It's a general store. And Gene here? Yeah, hey, Gene.
Hey, Gene.
But, so we went down there. They do a big firework display every year. I mean, it's big for around here. It's not like Nashville big.
Yeah.
We did that. We went and saw fireworks down there.
My oldest son brought some of the artillery shell fireworks to do at the end.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they're the one that they're just echoey loud. They're like, I don't know, 500 grams of black powder per thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you get something like that? Do they sell those at the?
Just at the fireworks stand. We don't have. Missouri is very liberal with their fireworks. That you can. I think 500 grams is the most you can do without a license.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That sounds powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. They're more loud than, they explode real nice and stuff, but man, they are thunderously loud.
Yeah.
But, it's growing up here in Missouri, especially in this part, it's like any kind of fireworks goes, it doesn't matter. You can find it. You can buy them year round. Can't set them off year round unless if you live in any kind of city. But like my parents live outside any city limits, so they're good to set them off whenever they want to.
Yeah, I like that town you live in, man. It's nice.
Yeah,
I like the fact your mom's right down the road too. That's great.
Yeah,
Mom and Dad.
A lot of people wouldn't dig that, but it works out for us.
Well, your parents, man, who wouldn't like to go hang with him?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said before, if you don't like my mom and dad, that says more about you than them. So
Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a nice, quiet town. Not a lot happens. I mean, it's got its problems, but who doesn't? And and things, but
got a train that rolls through there. It's one of my favorite things.
Every 20 minutes, there's a train that goes through. Yeah. So you can really get used to that. I don't live that far from them, and I don't even hear them at the house. Just so used to it, but
yeah.
Yeah. I had a kid in school. When I was in school, there was a train parked on the tracks, and he climbed up on it. I guess the boxcar was open, and he claims he fell asleep and like woke up and by a train inspector in Arkansas or something.
Really?
Yeah, he got in some trouble for that. But
well, I bet you could sleep on a train.
Yeah. He claimed he fell asleep and was asleep the whole time. But I have a feeling that there's some bottle of something involved with that or something.
Yeah.
But
well, man, I worked for American Airlines for like 8 years, and then got laid off, and I went to work for Southwest Airlines 28 years. And over the years, man, I've seen people get closed up in the bins of the planes up there loading it, and it would be real hot in the summer. They had the air blows down there. The front bins do, the back ones don't. The air conditioner does, and they'll crawl up in there and behind the bags and kind of hide out and sleep, and waiting for them to bring more bags to load up. They had to be there anyway. It wasn't like they was totally just looking for a plane to hide in. They'd be up there to load the bags, but then people wouldn't see them, and they'd throw the last 4 or 5 bags in there and close the door, and they'd wake up in Little Rock or someplace. because the front is, like I said, that's where you put, like, if you have a pet or something, a dog in a kennel, right up there. I mean, I saw all kinds of stuff. I seen American Airlines one time, man. I was over. I seen a guy open the front bin of the plane when it come in. This was years ago. But a dang monkey jumped out, man, and started running around on the route. He got out of his cage in there, and so they had to go get the owner up there, and come down there, and he came to his owner.
Yeah.
That monkey was running around, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't, as far as anything crazy like that, the Postal Service, people can still mail live chicks. So we get that a lot. And bees, you can mail beehives.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, and they come with just green sides, and you see all the bees in there, and it's like,
oh my word.
Yeah, so it's like, if you get one, you just go deliver it the first thing. You just skip all the houses and deliver that one and then go back. But yeah.
Wow.
When my last job I worked at a plastics factory. I started off on the production floor, and what we did was we took plastics and took pigments and made it a color. Like if DeWalt Tools has a certain color yellow they want to use, and so we would make the plastic like DeWalt yellow, and it had to be within a certain tolerance so that all of the DeWalt yellow looks the same. And I worked the floor for a number of years, but then ended up moving into, they call it the lab, and it was basically quality control where you went and got a sample of what they were running, and then you had to color match it. And there was a guy that worked in there named Terry, and he was a wee little feller. I mean, he was small and skinny, and we would work overnights, 12 hours, and he would disappear for a long time, and then he'd show up, and everybody knew he was sleeping, And there was times he would like crawl in like some empty cabinets and shut the door and sleep in there, so nobody could find him. And one time he went out to his truck, and I happened to be like the third guy on the shift, and another guy, Gary, he worked with Terry for years and years and years, more than me, and he was just kind of tired of it. And Terry fell asleep out in his truck, and Gary used to go out and wake him up before management got there in the morning, but Gary was so tired of it, he just left Terry sitting. And then everybody come in, see Terry's passing out in his truck, and And we left and went home. Apparently, he didn't come in until about 20 minutes after we left, and he just acted like nothing was wrong and nothing happened and stuff. And we didn't see Terry anymore after that. I guess they dismissed him for sleeping on the job. But it's like, I know working nights is hard, but figure out a better way to handle it.
Yeah.
Getting some shut eye in.
Yeah, that doesn't nights. Yeah, I can't work at night.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
I used to do it all the time, and I was much younger then. It was easier to deal with. I don't think I can do it now.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I've always told people, you give me 2 hours of sleep at night over 12 hours of sleep during the day, and I'll do a whole lot better. Yeah.
Man, you know about shipping the bees, the airlines, man, people ship everything. I mean, we've had kayaks come through, and they would have a bag sticker on it, like it was a baggage. I'm like, man, why does that have that's not a bag. That should be gone. That should be go through the freight house.
Right.
I don't know how that worked, but we've, that and the pole vault sticks, the big long.
Yeah.
And see, and you're getting it in an airplane, so it's just work getting it in there. Yeah. We have all kinds of stuff, crabs, boxes and boxes, or tons of blue crabs.
Really?
And that's something else, man. See, you go to Baltimore, up there. You go up there to Baltimore to get crabs. And you think they're out of the ocean up there somewhere? No, man. There may be some places where you get local crab. But most of it comes from the Gulf of Mexico, man. It'd come up from Corpus Christi and down in there. And every day, and we'd send it to Baltimore. It was every day.
There's just not enough crabs in Baltimore for all them crab cakes, I guess.
Dude, just tons. I'm talking tons of crabs, man. I don't know if they still do it now that I'm not there or not. They probably do, but
I don't know. I think we just uncovered a big blue crab racket here on the porch.
Well, I'm telling you, man, it's the honest truth. And and the thing is, they're supposed to be refrigerated. But in the South, man, they come out there and they sit out there on the ramp.
Nothing. You can't refrigerate nothing.
No, they would sit out there on the ramp for several hours and they would just start stinking to high heaven.
Yeah.
I don't guess they're spoiled. It spoiled them. They just start smelling,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like those home, like HelloFresh and that kind of stuff. It's like where I live, it's like you don't get that stuff in the summer because it ain't going to make it to your house, and
what is that? What are you talking about?
That HelloFresh. It's those food delivery kits where they send you all the ingredients to cook. Well, it's all fresh food and they pack it with ice packs and stuff like that. And, but it's like, it's so, it gets so hot here and the humidity and stuff. It's like, if it doesn't get to your house quick and you're not home to get it quick, it's goner.
It's not fresh.
Yeah. It's a goner. I don't care how well they pack it. I remember one time, you ever heard of that Sherry's Berries where they send you those real big chocolate covered strawberries and they're real nice.
Yeah.
I got Holly one of those one year for Valentine's Day and they were great. And then I got them again for her birthday, which is early April. And it kind of got a little warm and they were all like melty and stuff. It's like, even though they were kind of trying to be cold packed and all this, but it's like, now you can only order that stuff in the wintertime because in the summer, it just ain't nobody moving it fast enough to get there. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But,
well, what time is it? How much time we got left?
It's about time. It's about time to kick it off, Ken, because I know we have an appointment to make here in about 15 minutes or so. So
yeah,
and talk to some friends of ours. And all right, so everybody.
Hey, real quick, could you tell everybody we're going to start having a new segment on top of Picture Time?
Yes, we will. Let's talk about that. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Everybody knows we have Picture Time, and me and Ken often talk about the things that we find and or bought. So we have a new segment we'll be debuting called "Look What I Found." So that way we can we find a good yard sale or antique store or video or picture or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a look what I found. And you guys too, if you have something that you found that you want to show off to us, feel free to send us a picture on social medias, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Just send us a picture, type us up a little story about it, that you want us to know, and we'll happily talk about it here, and
Sure.
And enjoy those finds with you. But you can always email us at joinusontheporch@gmail.com. Like I said, on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is On the Porch. Instagram is On the Porch Pod is where we're at. And you can always send us a direct text message with the in the description. There's a link for podcast listeners. And we always love to hear from you guys. And also remember, rate and review us on your favorite podcast app, and let us know that you do. We will send you an On the Porch sticker, and we'd be happy to do so. But I think that's all the housekeeping, how the housekeeping Ken. So
We're combining words today.
Yeah, I'm just all tongue-tied and frazzled. I got through all that, and then right at the end, I just dropped the ball. I fell straight on my face.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, Todd's pretty smooth.
Yeah, I'm smooth.
Sound like
I
before.
was like, man, just like Dick Clark or something. And, and
New Year's Eve, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. But take us home, Ken.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening to Todd and Ken on the Porch, and we're gone.